Third day of GITEX today, and of course it's been dominated by a few themes. Probably the headline grabbers have been Windows 8.1, the launch this week. It was available for download from October the 17th. There's also been much talk about cloud and much talk about big data, but those are not the only things happening at GITEX. There are a number of product launches, there are a number of product innovations, and one of those is something we're going to discuss now. Marc Gemato is the Business Innovation Director at Gemalto. He's also the founder, or dare I say it, inventor of POPWings, and joins me in the studio. Marc, thank you very much for coming in.
Yes, thanks for inviting me.
Now, this is an innovation that I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit skeptical at first because I thought, well, really, what does this do? You've just described it, you've just demonstrated it. I have your details in my phone through what is essentially a business card. You held it against my phone, everything is in my phone, I don't need to worry about carrying business cards ever again. That's kind of the POPWings concept, isn't it? Explain a little bit more.
Yeah, that's about it, because I had a bit of problem with all the paper business cards, because I don't know, I don't remember the people I met, where I met them, and I have tons of them on my office full of dust, and they are not up to date. So actually what it is we are replacing all these paper business cards by just one smart business card. But it's much more than a business card. It has a chip inside with all your contact information, all your Facebook, your kind of details you would like to share, and you pass it, you tap it behind the phone.
Yeah.
When you tap it behind the phone, all the information will just go on the screen and be in your phone.
And it's as simple as, I've just bought a new phone which has NFC communication, and it works through near-field communication, which is the way that most phones will head. So ultimately we'll be tapping our phones and doing all kinds of things in the future. But this is a small plastic card. It's the same size as a business card. You've put your details on there. It's a smart card, essentially. You held it near the phone, and now I know exactly where to find you. But there's a lot more, it strikes me, that you can do with this. You've been talking about a number of the additional applications in this, if you like, that you'll remember when you met somebody, for example. There are other notes that you can provide. If you were at a specific conference, that could be mentioned on the smart card, these kinds of things.
Yeah, the beauty of it is that you can get all the contextual information because you have your phone, so you know where you met the person, you know the date, and also you can also add the picture of the person that will get there. So when you keep it in the memory, even if it's 3 months after, you will exactly remember that you met this person at GITEX Dubai, and you could write a note of why you met him. So people will always remember you. And that is, I think, the problem we have with business card. We don't remember.
Well, that absolutely is. And the old business card thing of if you've forgotten who somebody is and you kind of politely ask them, have you got your business card? And you can quickly look at the name and you remember them. That's one of the tricks. But, of course, an exhibition like GITEX, for example, people are looking around. They want to do business. They want to network. They want to meet people. You end up with a pile of business cards, and your memory is very likely not going to cover the people you've met. You're going to forget them. Something like this can work. But this is stage one, isn't it? You've got a physical smart card there. So I then need to log on to the internet to, what is it, Gemalto.ae or POPWings.me?
No, it's POPWings.me.
POPWings.me. Then that downloads into my phone. And it worked fine, and it was very quick. But the next stage is, of course, there is an app. So you could literally just touch your phone to somebody else's enabled phone, and that would work too.
Once everybody has this standard of communication NFC, it will automatically transfer the information either from a card to a phone or from a phone to a phone. But the beauty, as you said, once you create your identity, your business card, you have some data also in the cloud. So that means it will always stay fresh. You can share, you can change the data, and it will be automatically updated in the people you've met.
And you describe this as a Rolodex in your phone. If you have the app, it's very like having a Rolodex, but with a lot more information and I guess a lot less writing and work to do.
Yeah, there's no writing at all, actually. Because what you will get is the Twitter, the Facebook, but you could even get the CV of the person. If the person decided to share the CV with you, it would be automatically in your digital Rolodex. So it's much more than a Rolodex. It's everything about the person that he wanted to share with you. but more, it will be always up to date. I think more important is that, if people want to push a new video, a news about yourself, it will be automatically updated in this digital Rolodex because it will be synchronized with the cloud.
And if you wanted to offer somebody, I don't know, a description of your company, some kind of company bio, you could load that on the card as well. You could load pictures of your kids at the beach. I don't know. There's all kinds
Absolutely,
of
it can
possibilities.
be pictures, it can be PowerPoint. At this first version, we've put a PDF version, but obviously it could be a small video and a link to this video, and then you have a new video, a new product. And so there's much that you can do with this. You could even notify for the latest news. I think this would be good for the radio as well. You can notify people of the latest news that are coming.
Do you know what's really interesting is that you're here from France and you are here for GITEX, of course. You work with Gemalto, but you are kind of the crazy inventor in many ways because you're behind POPWings, aren't you? And it came from an internal, what do you call it, an internal incubation sector of the company.
It is an incubation process that we call the Business Innovation Garage that are also founded in Gemalto, which is to make emerge new business ideas and get the chance to employees to make them happen in real. And I took my chance to make mine happen.
So you went to the incubator and said, I've got this idea for a business card. Can I do it? And the company encouraged you to do that. And I guess they fund.
They finance,
and
basically it's like pitching to a VC fund, and they would finance me and the little team, say, Mark, you have so much money to prove that you have a great success. So I'm pitching to the internal executive vice presidents of the company and say, hey, look, gentlemen, I'm going to revolutionize business card. Give me that money and I'm going to change the world.
So how's it gone so far? What's the reception been? And what's the reception, first of all, the reception at Gemalto. What's the reception been like at GITEX?
Well, at GITEX, I see everybody. So at GITEX, we've put a little printer on the stand, and so people get on the spot a business card created. And I see a lot of people coming. They're very enthusiastic to see this. So I think everybody coming on the Gemalto stand wants its first business cards. So obviously, the point that they are waiting is that they want the NFC phones now, because NFC phones is not yet everywhere, but hopefully this will be a standard.
But I mean, this is the point. It does rely on NFC phones or whatever the next technology is, and I guess you can migrate from NFC to whatever the next standard might be.
Absolutely, we should not care about the standard because what is important is the vision that what we are doing is transforming how we network and keep the information. So today is NFC. If the standards changes or changing, we just adapt POPWings. I think the vision of POPWings, we want help people networking, remember who they met, keep this information updated, and share whatever you want on the internet.
And finally, we're running out of time. But where did the name POPWings come from?
It came from my idea of, I like the word pop for instant. You know, pop is tapping when you tap. For me, it pops to the screen. The first time I presented in Silicon Valley, they saw the card and it pops the picture. I said, oh, I love it because it pops out of the screen. And Wings, for me, represents the cloud. So it's you pop the card on the screen and Wing, it flies to the cloud.
Marc Gemato is the Business Innovation Director at Gemalto. He's also the founder and inventor of POPWings. Marc, great to talk to you.
Thank you.